about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Houston Texans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the former Washington Husky. Here's Myles Gaskin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Here's Gaskin. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Off the option, here's Gaskin. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quick.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running. Play, give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and
Now it's Watson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 29. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. This defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Sanders on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And this will be swung out for Lindsey. Not much there, only a yard.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing on second and long. Watson, pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Buying time to his left. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there. They'll run now with Gaskin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup. And it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
A nice substantial run there by Gaskin, who was the Dolphins' leading rusher in 2020. 584 total yards in just 7 starts, and got stronger as the season went on. Not bad for a 7th-round pick. And
he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So how about this
this for a start. 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
21-0 our score after one. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Watson. Open man is Trey Burton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Watson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 more yards there and another first down. From the red zone now, Watson escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw on 2nd and 10, Watson.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon, and think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is Gaskin on the carry. And he's got room. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 59 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now they try the right side here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Looking to pass. Tua. Flushed out right.
Oh, into a sea of defenders, unintercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And the Texans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. Amendola has it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's third down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown.
Will Fuller, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first half lead. And he pushed it right. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis.
There he goes, left side. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Looking to throw again on second down. Tua dancing to his left. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. This time they stay on the ground. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A final shot before the break. Watson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, here we go.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out. Maybe change their cleats if need be. But halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
2nd and 4.
Here's a give to Lindsey. And just shedding him off there. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Touchdown, Houston.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
27, Texans 16.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Gaskin again on second down. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Watson. He'll buy some time right. Past the 20. Sheds off the tackle. Still going. They can't stop him. Touchdown.
Yeah, boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And the throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Well, I think we all know that turnovers have a way of deciding games, and before you say something snarky, I realize that's not particularly astute. But in this case, how about the evidence right here in the 3rd quarter? They've got the lead, moving the football, things looking good, and then
Yeah, so now a flip on the scoreboard with that pick six, and I don't know, the rest of this second half shaping up to be very interesting. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Tua sets up to pass it. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Touchdown, Dolphins! Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I'm guessing you wouldn't have minded being a fly on the wall at halftime because they were struggling in that first half, down double digits. Now they're right back in this thing. So whatever was said apparently worked.
And let's make sure, if we're going to be a fly on the wall, that we're high up on the wall, because I know we always talk about it being clinical at the half, you know, less emotion, more execution. But every now and then, this is an emotional game.
Sure.
Someone's got to come in and stir some things up, and I wouldn't be surprised if maybe a few benches got overturned and the halftime water ended up hitting the floor.
Well, whatever happened, it's working right now. To throw is Watson. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Back now in Miami. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. Open receiver here. Complete. It's Parker. And he's got this down to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Another run with Gaskin. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he's got it. Touchdown. Mike Gesicki, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now it's Lindsey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
2nd and 7.
From the gun, here's Watson. Escape, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
He's letting it fly for Cooks.
And now Watson throws another interception.
Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Tua giving to Gaskin on the option.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
99 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a handoff as they run left side. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now a handoff looking right. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return, it's James.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Down to an E goes Tua, and that should just about do it.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Miami, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.